For many, The Waltons was more than a TV show. It was a memory of family, love, and simpler times. Yet after 5 decades, the cast you remember is no longer the same. Some reached incredible heights. Others faced heartbreaking downfalls. What happened to them all these years later may shock you. Let's find out. Ellen Corby as Esther Walton, Grandma Walton. Ellen Corby brought wisdom and warmth to Esther Walton, the stern yet loving grandmother. Born on June 3, 1911 in Racine, Wisconsin, she was 61 when she first stepped into the role in 1972. Her performance earned her critical praise and cemented her as one of the most recognizable figures of the Waltons. But tragedy struck in 1976 when a massive stroke left her partly paralyzed and struggling with speech. Divorced and childless, she faced her later years alone. Finally, she passed away on April 14, 1999, at the age of 87 from natural causes. At the time of her death, her net worth was estimated at $1 million, the result of decades spent in film and television. Richard Thomas as John Boy Walton, Jr. Richard Thomas defined John Boy Walton, the eldest son with dreams of being a writer. Born June 13, 1951 in New York City, he was just 21 when he joined in 1972. His Emmy-winning portrayal made John Boy unforgettable. Off-screen, his life was more complicated. His marriage to Alma Gonzalez ended after 18 years, and their eldest son was born with a hearing impairment. Despite these hardships, Thomas built a lasting career. As of 2025, he is 74, still active in acclaimed projects like Ozark and The Americans, with a net worth of around $6 million. Kami Cotler as Elizabeth Walton. Kami Cotler charmed audiences as Elizabeth Walton, the youngest of the family. Born June 17, 1965, in Long Beach, California, she was only 7 when she joined in 1972. Her charm and liveliness made Elizabeth beloved by audiences. Unlike many child stars, Cotler stepped away from acting and chose education instead, dedicating her life to teaching and community work. Now 60, she occasionally reunites with her castmates and holds a net worth of about $800,000. Will Geer as Zebulon Walton, Grandpa Walton. Will Geer captured hearts as Grandpa Walton, full of humor and love for nature. Born March 9, 1902 in Frankfort, Indiana, he was 70 when he joined in 1972. His portrayal radiated warmth, but his real life carried struggles. Blacklisted during the McCarthy era for his political ties, he lost work and financial security. He also shared a hidden long-term relationship with activist Harry Hay during a less tolerant time. Geer died in 1978 at 76 from respiratory failure, leaving a legacy tied to his beloved Theatricum Botanicum and a net worth of about $500,000. Michael Learned as Olivia Walton. Michael Learned gave life to Olivia Walton, the strong and gentle mother. Born April 9, 1939, in Washington, D.C., she was 33 when she joined in 1972. Her portrayal earned her 3 Emmys and admiration. Off-screen, her first marriage ended in conflict, and she battled depression, alcoholism, and later lupus. As of 2025, she is 86 and still respected with appearances in shows like Nurse and Scrubs. Her net worth is about $4 million, built from her long career on stage and television. Ralph Waite as John Walton Sr. Ralph Waite embodied John Walton Sr., the hard-working father and rock of the family. Born June 22, 1928 in White Plains, New York, he was 44 when he first appeared in 1972. His powerful performance made him one of TV's most respected patriarchs. Off-screen, life was marked by tragedy. The death of his daughter Sharon in 1964 fueled depression and alcoholism, costing him 2 marriages, while smoking-related issues and political setbacks added strain. He died on February 13, 2014, at 85 from age-related complications, leaving a net worth of about $2 million, earned from The Waltons, NCIS, and Days of Our Lives. John Walmsley as Jason Walton. John Walmsley brought music and charm to Jason Walton, the second son. Born February 6, 1956 in Lancashire, England, he was just 16 when he joined in 1972. His role as the musically gifted Jason gave the series warmth and creativity. Afterward, his music career fell short of stardom, and later weight-related health challenges tested him. As of 2025, Walmsley is 69, still active in music and voice acting. His net worth, about $10 million, comes from his decades in entertainment. Mary Jackson as Emily Baldwin. Mary Jackson portrayed Emily Baldwin, one of the eccentric sisters whose gentleness and humor lit up the series. Born November 22, 1910, in Milford, Michigan, she was 62 when she joined in 1972, leaving behind a legacy of warmth and grace that audiences never forgot. But her later years were marked by decline. The cruel progression of Parkinson's disease slowly took her voice and mobility, forcing her into dependence on others and stripping away the vitality that once defined her. She died on December 10, 2005, at 95 from complications of the illness. Her net worth was about $800,000, built from steady work in the Twilight Zone, Murder, She Wrote, and Highway to Heaven. Mary Elizabeth McDonough as Erin Walton. Mary Elizabeth McDonough gave life to Erin Walton, the second daughter balancing innocence with teenage struggles. Born May 4, 1961 in Los Angeles, she was only 11 when she joined in 1972. Balancing innocence with the struggles of adolescence made her a relatable figure for audiences and established her as one of the most recognizable young faces of the series. Behind the fame was pain. Anorexia nearly claimed her life. Lupus and fibromyalgia brought chronic suffering, and a failed 1980 cosmetic surgery left permanent scars. As of 2025, she is 64, now an author and advocate, sharing her story through her autobiography and guest roles. Her net worth is around $2 million from acting and writing. Helen Kleeb as Mamie Baldwin. Helen Kleeb charmed audiences as Mamie Baldwin, the elder sister with her famous recipe. Born January 6, 1907 in South Bend, Washington, she was 65 when she joined in 1972, charming audiences with her warmth and wit. Yet behind the smiles was deep sorrow. After losing her only son in a plane crash in 1950, she battled years of depression and turned to alcohol for comfort. This private grief stood in stark contrast to the cheerful character fans adored. She passed away on December 28, 2003, at 96 from natural causes. Her net worth was about $700,000, earned from steady TV work including The Andy Griffith Show and Perry Mason. Peggy Rhea as Rose Burton. Peggy Rhea brought warmth to the role of Rose Burton, the cousin who stepped in to help the Walton family in later seasons. Born on March 31, 1921 in Los Angeles, she was 57 when she joined the show in 1978, making her a comforting addition to the series and endeared her to viewers. Yet in real life, her health was her greatest struggle. Lifelong struggles with obesity led to diabetes and heart problems, and after her mother's death, depression weighed heavily on her. Though she continued to work steadily, her later years were marked by isolation and declining health. Finally, she passed away on February 5, 2011, at the age of 89 from heart failure. At the time of her death, her net worth was estimated at $1 million, drawn from decades of steady television work, including roles in The Dukes of Hazzard and Grace Under Fire. David W. Harper as Jim Bob Walton. David W. Harper portrayed Jim Bob Walton, the youngest son with a passion for mechanics and invention. Born on October 4, 1961 in Abilene, Texas, he was only 11 when he joined the Waltons in 1972. His role as Jim Bob captured the curiosity and innocence of childhood, making him a favorite among fans of the series. But when the cameras stopped rolling, his life took a quieter and more difficult turn. Leaving Hollywood behind, he tried to find stability in business, only to face financial struggles in the beginning. It was a harsh contrast to the joy and energy of the character he once played. As of 2025, David W. Harper is 64 years old. He lives away from the spotlight, investing in small ventures, and has built a modest net worth of around $1 million. Joe Conley, as Ike Godsey. Joe Conley gave life to Ike Godsey, the friendly shopkeeper whose store became a hub of Waltons Mountain. Born on March 3, 1928 in Buffalo, New York, he was 44 when he joined the show in 1972. His warm and familiar presence made him one of the series' most endearing supporting characters. Yet in real life, Conley's later years were overshadowed by illness. Alzheimer's disease slowly robbed him of his memory, leaving him dependent on family care. Sadly, he passed away on July 7, 2013, at the age of 85 from complications of dementia. His net worth at the time was about $500,000, earned from his long run on the Waltons and other supporting television roles. Time has transformed the cast of the Waltons in ways both inspiring and heartbreaking. Which actor's story touched you the most? Comment your answer. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next video.